These are just a few of the 1,700 poultry growers who call the Delmarva Peninsula home. They're hardworking men, women, and children. Families who provide a service that's vital to the life and economy of the peninsula. They raise chickens to feed consumers throughout the United States and around the world. Delmarva's chicken industry, from family farms to America's tables. The Delmarva Peninsula is a narrow strip of land bordered on the west by the Chesapeake Bay and on the east by the Atlantic Ocean. It comprises the state of Delaware, 9 eastern shore counties of Maryland, and 2 eastern shore counties of Virginia. More than 500 million chickens per year come from the Delmarva Peninsula. They become more than 3 billion pounds of food for America and the world. This food has a wholesale value of roughly $2 billion. More than 16,000 people are directly employed in chicken production and processing. They earn more than $600 million a year. Those are staggering numbers by themselves. Their ripple effect is enormous.
The importance of the poultry industry on the Delmarva spreads way beyond the poultry industry itself. If you simply take away the revenue, if you simply take away the money that is spent and generated in the industry, that affects every other business on the Delmarva. It affects a great many families. It affects a great many businesses. It has tremendous impacts on the value of farmland. It has tremendous impacts on the value of homes. It has tremendous impact on every business in the entire economy of the Delmarva.
Delmarva's poultry industry is vital to the economic well-being of the Delmarva Peninsula and the surrounding states. 7.2 jobs are created elsewhere for every job created in the poultry processing business.
Growing soybeans, for example. Each year, the feed bill for Delmarva's chickens exceeds hundreds of millions of dollars.
The soybean industry benefits from the poultry industry. It's our number one source of marketing. All of our soybeans go to poultry, animal consumption.
Right now, currently, we're making approximately 6,000 tons a week, or roughly 1,000 tons a day.
Our poultry industry is part of something that American consumers don't always appreciate. Safe, wholesome, abundant American-produced food of the highest quality at low prices. The U.S. is the best-fed country in the world. The farmer is the one that produces the food that the people consume. Without the farmer, you do not have the raw commodity to make into your cornflakes, your peas in a can, your chicken nuggets, everything else that the consumer wants to eat. Without the farmer, there is no food, plain and simple. More people should take a close-up look at poultry's role in the miracle of American food production. They'd be impressed by the sheer scale and efficiency, by the quality standards, by the cleanliness and safety, by the state-of-the-art technology. In the hatchery, for example.
Some of the new technology we have here at the hatchery is a robot destacker. It destacks our hatching trays from our hatcher dollies, and it reduces the physical labor from the associates. The other piece of new technology that we have are single-stage hatchers, and these hatchers give us the ability to control the environment. We're able to ramp our temperatures down, ramp open our dampers based on the hen ages inside the machines.
From the hatchery to crops in the field, modern technology is playing an important role. Here, satellite technology is being used to increase crop yields and protect the environment by delivering only the amount of nutrients needed at the proper location to meet the plant's requirements. This combine uses global positioning system satellites to measure its exact position in the field and the amount of soybeans that are being harvested.
The systems that we have on some of our tractors today are actual auto track, which is driving the tractor. The only thing we have to do is manage the implement that's on there that we're utilizing, whether it be a disc, a planter, a sprayer. It actually drives the tractor, and the only thing we have to do is turn around. With the systems that we have on there nowadays, it's very environmental friendly as far as the standpoint of recording data. Anything anymore with our environmental agencies is keeping track of our chemicals, our fertilizers, so that we have, safe drinking water. We're keeping track of everything that we're doing on there for our history.
After the soybeans are harvested and processed, they are taken to one of the peninsula's 10 feed mills. The basic diet of the chicken is soybeans and corn.
By far, the main ingredients are corn and soybeans that are crushed into soybean meal. Corn and soybean meal generally makes up about 70 or 75% of the diet. The rest of the diet is made up of mainly vegetable type byproducts, and minerals and vitamins make up the entire mix. There are absolutely no hormones used in chicken feed.
Computers help control the process that turns these raw materials into nutritious food for the chickens. Improvements are constantly being made in nutrition, genetics, management, and health. The advances made in recent memory are astounding. Improvements in chicken houses have continued to evolve over the years. New technology has been developed to enhance the environment for chickens.
There are many technologies in the poultry house to ensure the welfare and health of the birds. Houses now are built with computer controllers in the house that monitor the ventilation, the temperature in the house. There's alarms that will alarm the grower if temperatures are too hot for the birds or too cold for the birds, so they can come and adjust the environment for the bird.
Radiant heaters which heat the birds instead of the air, energy-saving alternatives to incandescent bulbs, and eye buttons which record the environmental conditions in the poultry house to improve conditions for future flocks are just a few of the many innovations that have been incorporated into the newer houses.
All the technology in the poultry building relies on electric to run. This automatic start generator provides us with a backup source of electric in case of a power failure to the farm.
5 years ago, when I started taking care of chickens, I didn't have controllers and didn't have the modern type of tunnel ventilation system. 2 years ago, when I built my houses and when the houses I take care of remodeled, we got the controllers, the tunnel ventilation system. It makes life a lot easier. I don't want to go back to raising chickens the other way.
Animal welfare is a high priority in the poultry industry.
Animal welfare plays a very important role in all stages of live production, and animal welfare starts at the hatchery. We ensure that our chicks are kept at a comfortable and appropriate temperature, both throughout the process and during transport to the farm. We also make sure that our chicks are handled in a very humane way.
Poultry growers are dedicated to the welfare of their animals. These animals, they treat them with respect and with humane practices. They provide them on a daily basis with food, water, and a safe environment which protects them from the elements of the weather.
Delmarva's farmers continue to take the lead in protecting our environment. The poultry industry is made up of responsible citizens. When we know the facts about environmental issues and decisions can be made based on adequate research, Delmarva can rely on her poultry people to act accordingly.
Poultry producers face a host of challenges today, not the least of which are environmental challenges. Producers have been very innovative and have stepped up to the plate to implement new environmental best management practices. And the challenge has been to find ones that are economically viable to implement and still achieve water quality goals. And I'm proud to say that our producers have found ways to do that, and they're leading efforts in the Chesapeake Bay region.
The advantages of a nutrient management plan, of course, number one, it's a law that you have to have one. Nutrient management plans help the community and the state realize, and we show that we are not putting on excess nitrogen, excess phosphorus, excess potash, that these excess nutrients are not being applied. Only what is being applied is what the crop actually needs to grow.